Welcome to Catholic Sentry, defending the faith once delivered to the saints. Today we're responding to a Protestant video from Philippians 1:9 Ministries titled, Christians versus Catholics, Who is Wrong About the Eucharist using John 6. They claim John 6 is purely symbolic and that transubstantiation was invented 1,000 years later. We're about to see that the only thing invented here is the Protestant interpretation, and it was invented 1,500 years too late. Let's start in the garden. The serpent's very first tactic was to make Eve doubt God's clear command. God said, "You shall not eat of it." The serpent replied, "Did God really say?" He didn't deny that God spoke. He just convinced Eve that God didn't really mean what he clearly said, because God didn't explain the how. Fast forward to John 6. Jesus says 6 times, 6 different ways, "My flesh is true food. Unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life in you. Whoever eats my flesh and drinks my blood has eternal life." John 6:53-55. The crowd is scandalized. They say, "This is a hard saying, who can accept it?" Verse 60. Many disciples leave Jesus forever. Verse 66. If Jesus was speaking symbolically, this was the perfect moment to say, "Wait, come back, it's just a metaphor." He says nothing of the sort. He turns to the 12 and asks, "Will you also leave?" Peter answers, "Lord, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life." The serpent's whisper is the same today. Did Jesus really mean you must eat his flesh? He didn't explain how, so it must be symbolic. That is the original sin repeating itself. Disobedience disguised as, "We just want clarity." The serpent convinced Eve she would be wiser if she disobeyed God's clear command. Today he convinces millions they are wiser than 2,000 years of Christians if they disobey Jesus' sixfold command to eat his flesh and drink his blood. Disobedience is still disobedience, no matter how many Bible verses you quote to justify it. Satan does not want you to receive the real Jesus in the Eucharist, because that sacrament strengthens you against him like nothing else. So I ask every Protestant watching the same question Jesus asked the 12. Will you also leave? Or will you finally obey the clear words of the Lord you say you follow? Subscribe to Catholic Sentry, because the faith of the apostles is worth fighting for. Defend the faith. Receive the Eucharist. I'll see you in the next one.